You know what, Tinge? I found out today why Vladimir Putin is pissed at Ukraine. He's pissed at Ukraine because the United States has been doing three things that, white people basically have been doing three things that have pissed him off. One is the expansion of the European Union. Two, the expansion of NATO. And three, the promotion of democracy. China and Russia see those three activities as a threat because in the United States, when we say we're promoting democracy in your country, that means we're funding revolutions in your country to overthrow the leadership. So basically, in 2008, the United States invited Ukraine and Georgia to join NATO. Well, Russia was like, forget y'all. You can't put a NATO country, and put missiles right on our border. Well, why is that hypocritical? Well, because the United States has what is called the Monroe Doctrine, which says that you can't put no enemy can put missiles on a U.S. border. They can't put them in Mexico, Canada, Cuba, none of that, anywhere in the Western Hemisphere. So for us to have the Monroe Doctrine, but then to tell Russia, oh, we're going to put missiles right there on your border in Ukraine, that's what pissed off Vladimir Putin. And you know what? I really don't blame him. Most of the scholars that I have not talked to, but like studied and listened to, whatever, just to try to do my research on it, pretty much agree. The United States, they kind of have this weird arrogance where it's like, we believe democracy is best for everybody. And the Chinese and the Russians are very, they're very suspicious of the United States because they feel like whenever they have like an uprising or whatever, it's because the U.S. is backing some group that's going to overthrow the government so they can put a pro-Western president in place. And that's pretty much what they did with Zelensky in Ukraine. That's why he's like begging the United States and NATO to like have his back, even though they won't. They did it in Georgia. Georgia got all uppity with the Russians because they were invited into NATO and they thought NATO would have their back. So they started talking shit to the Russians. The Russians basically kicked their ass. So ultimately, it's all about NATO, the expansion of democracy, and the fact that the U.S. doesn't really know how to mind their own business. And that's literally the issue. That's why we face in World War III. All right.